Good afternoon and welcome to the softball field next to Barnes Bristol Observatory, home of the Westminster Martlets. My name is Simon Stambaugh in the booth with our lovely production crew where we will see the Worcester Hilltoppers take on the Westminster Martlets. Last year when these two teams met, it was a 6-3 win for the Martlets as first pitch by Hassett is served for ball one of this matchup. Fouled off right there for the 1-1. Pass again. Let foul off along the foul line for strike two. Up to bat for the Hilltoppers, be number 1 Madison Leonard. Pitch by Hassett. Nice low roller. And capitalize right there. That was play made by Caitlin Buda right there, passing over to first right there for the out. Pitch served, ball one. One out so far this game. Up to bat for the Hilltoppers, it will be number 10, Abigail Puglisi. One count here. Has his pitch low ball right there. Teneri. Trying to hold back from that. Pitch strike two right there for the 2-2 now. Hassett trying to force 2 outs here. Pitch swung on to Stewart. Pitch over and a safe right there. Nice running from Tannery right there. After a quick throw by Stewart on shortstop. Hassett now after the single. One out count for Hassett. Again, high pitch, trying to catch Teneri on first. For nice discipline by Margits. Pitch swung on. Pitcher. Stewart going for the double play. It's another safe. Nice play by Stewart after a nice contact hit by Elrich right there, number 8 for the Hilltoppers. Capturing that single. It's now coming up to bat. The tag back up at first with the 1-0. Plastry. Also the ball there goes for that single right there. It's now a nice play by number 12 for the Martlets, Mayan Yin Ren. Have nice awareness, able to make that, entering the bottom of the first inning. Ariana Elrich. As stepping up to lead off the Martlets in this one will be number 14, Lily Schuster, who had a single against Miss Porter's not too long ago. She's a sophomore from East Granby. Trying to have a good performance today as the Martlets look to try and clinch a Western New England championship spot in the playoff. Our first pitch towards the right for ball one. There. Ball thrown right there, high by Elrich. Which again, this time hit by Schuster, where it's center, splits the fielders in two. Trying to go to single. Little nice single by Schuster. She gets on first base, just like she did it in the Miss Porter's game, as now number 8, Melody Anamine Stewart, stepping up for the Martlets. There's a pitch going. Schuster advancing to second. Right there, off of the wild pitch by Elrich. Gets Schuster on two. Stewart. She was named to the Western New England's All-Star game after strike one right there for the 1-1. Stewart also had an RBI against Ethel Walker last game. This pitch goes. Schuster looking to try to take third. It's a 2-1. There's a pitch. Fouled high up into the air for the 2-2 now. Stewart known to hit dingers. Hoping to do so here. Versus pitch high, teed and fouled away again. Elrich only allowing one hit so far. Stewart now Splitting the fielders again. Schuster going home. Stewart to second, and it will go. And the Martlets are on the board with that one right there. Schuster going home off of the single by Melody Adamine Stewart. Sending Schuster all the way home. As now stepping up to bat for the Martlets, it will be Mia Magritz, the senior. The first pitch for strike one. Pitch by Elrich. Pitch goes Stewart. Inching towards third. So the difference between baseball and softball is that despite the smaller field, players are also encouraged to try to steal bases more. As you see, Stewart, both Elrich and Stewart, you can see we're playing around trying to steal third. As 2-2 count for Magritz. Magritz, high pitch for now the 3-2. Magritz also named a Western New England All-Star who helped beat the Eastern New England All-Stars, excuse me, in that matchup. Elrich. Now Stewart sliding and safe on third as Magritz will walk. And that nice play right there. Go now to bat for the Martlets. It will be the pitcher, Annalise Hassett. Magrit's going to go steal second. To third there. Oh, 1 after the strike. Ulrich fouled out and away towards faculty housing on the hill. Ulrich pitch goes for a ball. 1-2 now. It's getting 0 outs. Ulrich so far walking 2, allowing hits for Stewart and Schuster. Ulrich again. This time hits Hassett for the ball 2 right there. Hilltopper so far, trying to finish up the season strong. Their current record is 4-9. Trying to get their first out in the bottom of the first. Pitch checked swing by Hassett. And it will be a strikeout for Elrich. First one of the day for her. Is now stepping up will be Mel Yin Ren, number 12, who get Elleridge. Excuse me, stopped Elleridge from stealing third. As now Elleridge tries to look for a little revenge here. Second pitch goes for the 1-1 now. Nice strike down the center for the 1-2 now. Elleridge finding some momentum now. Trying to navigate through this tricky situation here. Not trying to yield 2 runners on base. Potential 3 runners, depending on how Ren plays this. Rich pitch for now the 2-2. Ren for the Martlets now. Switch by Elch, caught swinging and striked out. Means Stewart in a standoff right now with the Hilltopper catcher. This means Stewart goes back to base. There's now. Waits on it there. 0-1 count for the Martlets here. Elleridge. Low ball. As it will be number 11, Caitlin Buddha out there. Elleridge. Pitch goes. Again for now the 2-1. There's 2 strikeouts so far. Waits on that one for now. 2-all. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I was trying to close out this inning. Pitch goes fouled away by Buddha. Is hit R into foul territory. Ball missed. Excuse me. It would not be Caitlin Buddha. It would actually be Caitlin Eaton. Excuse me. It's a 2-2 count for Eaton. There's 2 Caitlins on the team. I was hearing Caitlin on the bench. So now Eaton hit up far to Orange and popped out right there. As that will conclude the first inning, as we'll take a short break. We are back as Hassett's pitch goes low for ball one. Up to bat for the Hilltoppers, it will be number 10, Abigail Pugsley. Excuse me, Abigail Puglisi. It's now 1 ball, no strikes. Now, previous pitch was marked ball 2, and now Hassett for ball 3. So now having to try to fight back here. 3-1 here. On Puglisi. Hassett's pitch. Caught her swinging right there. Is now, we have it now 3-2. Hassett able to make a comeback here, down 3-0. As that pitch will be leaning over to De La Fey, as it will be ruled foul right there. Back to Stewart. Has it? Strike 3 right there. Fighting back for a 3-0 now. Will secure the first out of the top of the second. Stepping on now for the Hilltoppers. Looks to be Soleil Banks. This pitch teed off. And nice play right there to catch out Banks. That will be Wren delivering that one across the field to Eaton to get the second out of this one. Has it now. Up to bat for the Hilltoppers now. Be rotating to Haley. Excuse me. It will be number 12. Bella LaRoche. One, 2 count here for the Martlets. Hit right there. Over to third. Capitalize the end of the inning right there. Great plays right there from Wren, blasting all the way over to Eaton to close out top of the second as we enter the bottom of the second. Now pick 16, Gabby Delafay for the Martlets. Rich pitch for ball 1. For strike 1 on the left fielder. Which pitches again. So far, 2. 1 pop fly caught by Elridge. Trying to continue that hot streak here. 2-2. Orange pitch low. Fouled away by Delafay. Delafay, she had 2 hits and 2 RBIs against Ethel Walker last game. Trying to keep up some of that performance in this one, facing the 2-2. Large pitch, swung on by Delafay. The nice play there by the Hilltoppers to seal that one right there. It was caught and tagged out by number 10 Puglish on first. It's now Pilastri. 17, the right fielder, taking up for the Martlets. Orange pitch swung on by Pilastri. Oh, 2 count. Pilastri swings and misses right there for now 2 outs. Albert's putting on a clinic right now. So far now with 3 strikeouts in this one. So now, pitch. Up to bat. Now is number 11, Caitlin Buddha. There's something by Ellerich for ball 2. And Ellerich first strike on Buddha now, causing the 2-1 here. It's getting 2 outs. Ellerich looking to close this inning out to enter top of the 3rd. Hit by Buddha, low roller, out to right. So nice base hit there by Buddha. Schuster back up. That one's teed away for the single. Lily Schuster back to the top of the batting order. She scored a run earlier off of her single, which she stole second. Was able to round it after Admin Stewart's double, excuse me. First pitch there for ball one. Waiting. Pitch goes, hit far. It splits him. Stewart now rounding the bases. Buddha home. Schuster home. And Stewart rounding home. Safe. And the Martlets, after the inside the park home run by Admin Stewart, take the further their lead by 3. Now following Admin Stewart now, it's Mia Maggots. She was able to hit a double. Excuse me. Last time on the mound, she was walked over to first as Arch pitches get up the count to 2-0. Two outs, 2 balls, 0 strikes for Ellerch. Pitch comes, hit high up in the air and called for and caught there by the Hilltoppers, and that will close out the bottom of the second after a tremendous play by Melody Admin Stewart, hitting a inside the park home run to get the Martlets up now 4-0, as we'll take a short break and come back at the start of the action, the beginning of the third. Pitch by Hassett here as we resume play. Able to split on second, giving up to Schuster. That'll be the hit taken by number 3, Sophia Uncrift. We get the single there off of the first pitch by Hassett. Pitch goes low, ball. Trying to get it. They're called safe on first. Nice stolen place by Undrift. The first. Now up to bat for the Hilltoppers is Emma DeRoche. Says it now 2-0 count. All caught by Stewart and double played made by the New England. The forced 2 outs so far in this one. Nice contact hit by DeRoche. However, it's a nice awareness by Stewart. Able to make that catch and catch Unshift out there. That ball was hit. Routine catch by Pilastri as Leonard pop fly goes out. So that will close out the top of the third. Back out to pitch for the Hilltoppers. It will be Ellerich. So far, she's had a pretty solid day. Able to get 3 outs. And was able to catch that inside the park pop fly to end off the bottom of the first for the Martlets. Hoping to try to continue that here. As Hassett going to step up for the Martlets, striking out last time, hoping to try to make it on base here in the third. First, thrown low for ball 2, excuse me. Large hit far for the base hit by Hassett. Strong contact, splits the right field and center field there to start off the third inning. Now May and Wren for the Martlets. Bunts early trying to advance. Hassett and safe after a nice bunt. Impressive running by Wren. Able to bunt and get on single, advancing Hassett now to second. Oh, fouled off right there. Now the 0-2. As breaking news is Hassett was able to get the single, was looked to be taken out for number 9, who's now on single. Excuse me, on second. Up to bat for the Martlets, it's number 1, Eaton. Now with the 1-2 count. It's now Elrich. Now ruled fair. Answering runners. And now, and going to second. High thrown. Now the Martlets score into the third now, 6-0. After the hit by Eaton, able to get to third and advances number 9 for the Martlets. Up to now is Delafay. Caught by the third baseman there for the Hilltoppers is Emma DeRoche. Now Plastry back up after striking out in the second. As that pitch fouled away for the 0-1. And she will advance there. As now she had a single at her last at bat in advanced Eaton. So far, trouble finding the Martlets. They've been able to swing strong. Along with some nice stolen bases. A commanding lead 6-0. As Palastri, speaking of stealing bases, will take runners on third and second for the Martlets. Push now for Worcester. Strong pitch. trying to fight back now from the 3-0. Kicking things off with a 3-1. Rich now, low ball advances now. Buddha off of the 4-1, and that leads Worcester up for the Martlets. It is her birthday today. She's been performing first. She had a single, excuse me, I said 2 singles so far, as a nice hit thrown gets her another single on the day. Able to bring Eaton home. As now the third, Buddha to second, and Schuster with a nice single of her own. Now Melly Admin Stewart. So far she's had a double and a home run. And now possibly looking for a grand slam, knock on wood. As now Elrich trying to close out this inning, as that swung on by Stewart and fouled away. Trying to catch that one was the first baseman, Puglisi. Stewart swung on, line drive right to center, caught on and out. So it's popped up. Now going back up to bat, it's Maggots. Rich. She walked her first time at bat. And then pitch caught by Elrich, as now count goes up to the 1-1. 2 outs so far for the Hilltoppers. As that ball is pitched down into the dirt for the 2-1. Bases loaded here. Marlins Pilastri on third, Buddha on second, and Schuster on first. As that pitch goes high now. 3-1 for Maggots. There's this pitch for strike 2. And now it's a full count here for the Worcester Hilltoppers. 3-2, 2 outs. Elrich trying to get this team off the field. A rough inning, and that will walk. And so now as Pilastri goes home, Buddha advances to third, Schuster to second. Nice. On to first. After the walk now. Coming up. Going back all the way up to the top of the batting order now is Hassett. That pitch swung on. Nice drive. This player's advanced. Schuster going home. And she will, as now it's 10-0 in the top of the third. Now, it's number 9, I believe, Anaya Hughley. Excuse me. Number 9 still remains mysterious. This high pitch thrown there for Wren after Hassett's nice single off the first pitch. Now that's tipped and fouled away. Buddha now able to go home to advance this screen to now 10-0. As Schuster now goes to third. I guess on second. 2-1 here. Once again, still 2 outs. Elrich trying to close out. That swung on for now the 2-2. Now, excuse me, it's now 1-2. And fouled on by Wren. Elrich 1 pitch away from closing out this inning. And now, pitch. Looked a wild pitch there off of an attempt to steal. Now Martlett's advance here. As now Schuster go home as Elrich will close out the inning. With that one, Martlett's heads raised high as they finish this third inning with multitude of runs coming from Schuster, Mads, Buddha, Pilastri to cause this now 10-0 as we'll take a short break. Up to bat for Worcester as we get back to the action. Looks to be number 13, Tenaru, who had a single at her first at bat. Hassett laying some heat right now. The 1-1. It's a pitch. A hit Tenru there. That will advance her to first. Let's firmly lead right now. As now up to bat for Worcester, it will be the pitcher Elrich. As now has its pitch will go away. Now it will advance. So 1-0. Given to Buddha. Nice out there. First baseman Wren. First pitch on Trunnell. It's now 1-0. Has it again quickly firing. Hassett's pitch. Low rolls foul. After the hit by Trunnell. And her first at bat. So that's a 1-2. To Pilastri. And giving it back as run there off of that single by Trunnell. So now it's the first baseman Puglisi. Oh, 1. So it's pitch out right to Stewart. And Stewart bluffing right there. Great catch by Melody Adamine Stewart. Now first pitch for Hassett. He caught in a nice routine play right there. Buddha to Eaton. Catch it banks out. She had a similar time at the bat in the second inning. Fortunately, not able to go her way there. As Worcester will get 1 run on the board. However, Hassett proving to be a lot right now, as there will be a pitching change for Worcester. Stepping up on the mound as Elrich ends off her day with 5 strikeouts, 1 cutout, 10 runs allowed. While stepping up on the mound, OB Sophia Unkerchief. Excuse me for any mispronunciations. She'll get warmed up here. Summing up for the Martlets. It will be Malin Wren. To kick off the 4th. First pitch of the day for Unriff. And high pitch there. Fouled off the ball for ball 2. Unfritched. Unfritched pitch there. Again, falls out of the glove of the catcher for strike 1 on Wren. And again, hit up into the air. Pop fly caught back down by Trunnell, the shortstop for Worcester. As out number 1 for the Martlets. Excuse me, that was Eaton, the pop fly, not Wren. Now Delafay up to bat for strike 1. Swung on. Now strike 2. Delafay pitch comes swung on, but falls out of the mitt, trying to go to first. And safe. Delafay, after what seemed a strikeout, turns into a positive gain for the Martlets as Delafay able to make it on single there. This Pilastri now stepping up. Is that strike 1? Unfritched. Again for a second pitch. Looking in there. Foul ball there after tipped by Pilastri. Delafay looking for second there. Polastri. High strike right there. That was strikeout Polastri after the foul and the original strike. Now 2 outs. Oh, Buddha back up to bat. There's now another pitch there for the 1-1. Unfritched. So far looking pretty strong. Get 2 strikeouts. Buddha's heavy swing there. Look like a potential injury. For 1-2 now as the trainer Brian going to take a look at Buddha's finger. And Buddha back out after a finger injury. Now caught swinging right there, and that will be strike 3 as the Hilltoppers escape the 4th unscathed. Their first run of the game as we will enter top of the 5th after this short break. And we are back for the top of the 5th here at the softball fields next to the observatory. Hassett still on the mound for the Martlets, as going up to bat for the Hilltoppers will be number 12. Ball 1 for number 12. As that one's hit low, picked up by base hit by Ava Detorado, number 12. Some changes in the batting order as this game has progressed for the as swung on and fouled off. That's Unfridged. The pitcher It's game by Hassett. The pitch there muffed. Leads. 2-1 pitch going to second. DeToronto now going on second. Excuse me, there has been no change to the batting order so far this game. However, due to the lack of numbers on schools' websites, makes it a bit challenging to find. So, excuse me for any player mix-ups, or if I cannot. So that pitch goes for now 0-1. Hassett, low ball, trying to catch Unclift. DeRoche, number 14, DeRoche. She popped out a last time appearance. It's that low ball. There. 2-1. 0 outs so far this game. Pitch by Hassett, low roller. Dove on by Stewart, and a nice play by Buddha, able to get there in time to tag Hag unpitched out for the first out in the inning. Nice hit by DeRoche. Able to advance to first off of the single. Now Leonard taking up for ball 1. Now DeToronto advancing to third. Hassett now. And it goes for now 1-1. Now pitch on, swung on and fouled away. Leonard. So far, no base hits in this one. As he tries to find one now, as Worcester attempts to mount a comeback here, down by 9. All right, they're 2-2 now. So pitch, strike 3. And 2 outs now for the Martlets, as they are balling out right now. And just playing really strong defense. Hassett having multiple strikeouts both in the 5th, in the 4th, really almost all innings, especially that really quick second inning. That swung on, rolls up to center field. Now Worcester driving home, was unpitched, able to go all the way home with that one. DeRoche able to get on second. And Tan Rui able to get on first with that base hit. Up to bat now is Elrich for Worcester. That one swung on, fouled away. Elrich had a single in the first inning. Needs one here to try to get bases loaded. Has his pitch high, ball up to Schuster, and caught to end the top of the fifth as the Martlets survive, only yielding one run as their lead still stands by 8. As we return, Lily Schuster now leading off for the fifth. She has at least made a single every single time she's been at bat. As unfitched, serving ball 1 so far. Swung on by Schuster for strike 1. One for unfitched. Unfitched. Check swing by Schuster for another 2-1. Going for the double now. Schuster for a nice hit into left. Hitting the gaps. Puglisi. Now, Advene Stewart up again. She's had a field day so far. That one's fouled wide away into the foliage of Westminster School. Stewart most famously had that home run in the second, able to expand this lead all the way to 10 at the time. Hilltopper's able to come back. Now trying to draw within 8. 1-1. is unfitched. Swung on by Stewart. Advances Schuster. Safe by Stewart as Schuster will go home, and Stewart able to get the double there for the Martlets. Stewart, nice contact. Bit of an error. Send the ball over the first as Elrich unable to hold that one down. Switched by unfitched. Stewart going to third, looking for home, but decides to stay. It's now Martlets lead by 9. Mia Maggots. She has walked twice so far this game. Swung on the foul line. Drives out for the 1-1. That's a pitch. Swung on. Splitting the fielders. Bringing Stewart home. Be a nice double right there. That's now 3 doubles in a row for the Martlets. Lead to that 12-2. And that will seal it up for this one. The Martlets take a commanding win over the Worcester Hilltoppers, as they pull through 12-2 midway through the bottom of the 5th. My name is Simon Stanball with the production crew here in the outfield. Thank you so much for tuning in. To hope to see you in the next one.